Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. So I just wanted to kind of say here, I have a few extra minutes to talk about how this business works. We find the little cracks in our days to make it work. So right now I just dropped my son off at preschool and I'm waiting to pick up my mother-in-law. So I thought I'd just take a second and just chat with you guys about the 3 vital behaviors. And so, and kind of, because it kind of freaked me out a little bit. And so I just kind of wanted to, at least when I first started and heard about this inviting stuff, like how it kind of freaked me out. Wasn't sure kind of how I was going to do this, if it was something that would work or not. So I just wanted to kind of break down the 3 vital behaviors and kind of tell you why and how they've changed my life. So one is personal development. That's the very first vital behavior that we do is personal development. And when I first heard of personal development, I was thinking like these self-help books kind of things, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But no, like Beachbody wants you to be like a well-rounded person. They want you to feel the transformation from the inside out. They don't want you to just be healthy physically, but they want you to be emotionally, physically, spiritually in balance with your health. And so they have you read personal development every single day. And I will tell you, personal development has changed my life. It's changed the life I have, our relationship with my husband. So what it is it's something that you're just struggling with. So let's say you struggle with just feeling inadequate. I know as a mom sometimes I'm really hard on myself. I get in the comparison trap that this mom has time to make homemade Play-Doh, and I swear some days I just keep my kids alive and they're happy, and that is a amazing day in itself. So I start comparing myself with these other coaches. And so personal development has really changed my life. It's made me realize I am good enough. Now that I'm kind of more advanced in the business, I read a lot on leadership skills, and something that I never was really good at was leadership. And now I'm, starting to lead a team and help people reach their dreams. And so, and the relationship with my spouse has changed. We have a stronger relationship. We're much happier people. We read it together. We share, sometimes we're reading different books, and so at nighttime we're talking about what we've learned or what we're excelling at, what we can work on in our marriage and our kids' lives. And so that is just kind of how it's affected my life. And this business or not, I would never go a day without personal development anymore. And I'll tell you, at first I didn't do it. And it's a roller coaster ride. This journey is. It's an amazing ride, but it is full of ups and downs. And so that personal development really gets you through when you're having a harder day. So that is the first vital behavior. The second one is just being proof of the product, guys. Like Beachbody is it works. There's no way that someone can put in P90X, drink Shakeology for 30 days, follow the meal plan, and not lose a pound. There's no way that they can't be healthy, and live this healthy lifestyle. It's proven time and time again. I'm living proof of that. I mean, I was at my most miserable time before I started Beachbody. I was suffering some major depression issues. I hadn't have energy to get out of bed in the morning, was kind of just feeling blah, and I was at my heaviest weight ever. I was topping 200 pounds, something that, growing up I was, 140, and that was I was a strong, girl. I played sports. I was very physically fit, and so 140 was like a perfect weight for me. So it's just being proof. It's getting up every single day. It's getting your workout in and sharing that. That doesn't mean you vomit Beachbody everywhere. Absolutely not. You just share what you're doing. I thought this whole business is going to be about selling, and it made me so nervous. I teach first grade. I don't do sales. No. And so that was one of the reasons, I told my coach no about coaching, because I thought this was going to be sales, and it's totally not. It's sharing your journey with people so people understand what can happen, what you're capable of. So many times we see these maybe infomercials and you think, yeah, right, they were just lucky, or they probably were already, at their goal weight, and, it was just easy for them. There's no way it would work for me. And so as a coach, your job is to inspire these people and to uplift these people and to show that the average normal Joe, hello, first grade teacher, depression, fighter, anxiety fighter, someone who has lost several babies through miscarriages, you know, I can do this. I can overcome these obstacles to live a healthy lifestyle. And so as I've shared my journey, my business has just taken off. I share that I struggle with some days working out, that I struggle, you know, I still eat a cookie. I still, you know, have a balance in my life. I'm not on this such restrictive diet that I can't maintain it. This is all about a healthy life. And just sharing your obstacles. You know, coaches come in all shapes and sizes and ages. You know, it's the most amazing thing to see people who have reached high ranks in this business, and to see that they are a size 2, they're a size 15, they're a size 20, and they're successful. Why? Because they're sharing their story, and they're inspiring others daily. So that's really like all it is. Like, that's really what coaching is like all about. And so, you know, being proof of the product is just getting up and living your healthy lifestyle, you know, so totally doable. You know, it's one of my favorite things of the day. I look forward to working out most days now, where before it was like, do I have to do this? So that's the second of the 3 vital behaviors. So you're proof of the product, you're doing personal development. And like I said, the last one is just inviting. And it's inviting to your 60-day challenge groups. It's inviting people to join on your journey with you, and to be super excited about doing it, you know, about changing their lives and doing it for them and their family and, you know, their kids and everyone involved. And so I know one of the questions that was asked today in the group is, what happens when you talk to all your friends and you max out? Well, guess what? Like, as a coach, I do free fitness groups once a month. They're 2 weeks. And people can invite their friends, and they can invite their family members. So through these free groups, I've been able to network and grow my business. I've created a like page where people can follow my journey through a like page, and I can invite people to these challenge groups off of there. And so I invite to challenge groups, I invite to coaching opportunities, you know, just like anything else when you're inviting. Like, if you had something that you absolutely love, let's say a brand new park was built in your community, would you hide it from your friends, or would you tell your friends, like, guys, meet up here, like, this park is amazing, it has swings, it has slides galore, it's meant for all ages? You would totally tell them, right? And I get this all the time, well, that's free, of course I'm going to tell them. Well, what happens when your favorite country singer, again, I'm a country lover, but what happens when your favorite country singer comes into town, or, you know, for a concert or something? Would you sit there and hold it back, or would you say, hey, like, tickets are going on sale this day, you know, is this something you would like to do, and let's go to this concert together? It's the same thing. It's the same principle. You know, if you found a new restaurant that you absolutely love, like, you don't mind sharing that opportunity with someone, right? And that's exactly what inviting is about. It is not hard. It is not scary. I thought this was going to be like one of the hardest things about the business. Is, like I said, I thought it was like going to be sales, and it's not. And if it is sales, you are doing it completely wrong. This business is all about building relationships and helping one another. So you are not just throwing out an invite to a random person that you've never talked to. You know, you are building relationships. You're finding out what their health goals are. You're finding out what their struggles are. You're finding all this information out so that you know what would be a best program for them. If they're, you know, someone who has had knee replacement, you're not going to go and say, hey, Insanity's on sale, that'd be a good program for you. Obviously, that it's not. They would never complete it. They would fail at it because their body can't do that. And so you really get to know the person. And I'll tell you, between my coaches that have signed up, we are like the best of friends. We are a family. We talk every week, and we're in group chats all the time, chatting away. And so you have a complete support system with it. And so don't be afraid of the 3 vital behaviors. I know, like, especially the inviting, that is usually the scariest one that people tend to shy away from. And it's totally not. You know, as you share your journey and share who you are and share your struggles and what you absolutely love about this business, it totally starts to just work. You know, and I absolutely love it. 2 years ago, there's no way, if you asked me what I'd be doing, I'd be saying I'm a health and fitness coach. You know, for those of you who don't know, I do have my bachelor's in health education, but I gained all my weight after I had my bachelor's, and it wasn't because I didn't know. I totally knew. I was educated. I had my bachelor's, hello, but I didn't know how to apply it. I didn't know how these support groups would make such a difference in my life. That these support groups and these challenge groups that we run as coaches allow you to open up, and they're therapeutic. therapeutic. And all of a sudden you realize, aha, I'm eating in the cupboards. I'm eating at 12 o'clock at night, sneaking in the cupboards, eating ding dongs because of this issue. And now, instead of eating my feelings away, I can deal with this. I can be and deal with this particular issue, and I can talk about it in the support group of all women to share in these experiences. So think about that. Think about your struggles and think about your life and how you can uplift and inspire those around you to just be a better person with health. And I don't mean just physical transformation health. I mean emotional health. I mean their physical health. And you are going to be their rock as a coach. And so anyways, feel free to ask any question, guys. I am an open book. I wanted to go live so you guys can kind of see me and my personality. I'm a teacher by nature, so ask away. I love getting involvement and getting those questions back and forth with one another. And please feel free to comment below with any questions on the wall, with any questions you have, any concerns you have about coaching, any questions that you particularly want me to address. I'm going to go live here a couple times to the group and explain kind of how this all works, the process, how I will make sure that you are successful at this business, guys. I've been doing this for 2 years. I've ended in the top 400 last year of all coaches. I'm actually in the top 300 right now for 2016. We're 2016. I'm a premier coach, so I am one of 100 premier coaches in this business. So I'm here to help you succeed and to reach your goals, however they may be. Some people like to run with this business. Some people like to take baby steps. Some people like it for the discount. So I'm here to reach any of those goals that you have. So anyways, as a team, you always say one team, one dream, and that's just to change lives. So, one team, one dream. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday.